Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a golden opportunity, a fully funded scholarship in Slovakia for students or for international students for the 2025 to 2026 academic year. So imagine yourself studying in Europe with low living costs covered and access to English taught programs. This is all done in a safe and affordable country. So if that sounds good, let's dive in. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Tafara, and on this channel we talk about opportunities in education, we talk about opportunities in scholarships, opportunities in personal growth. And because we are in the season whereby scholarships are coming left, right and center, I am bringing you a government scholarship from Slovakia. So the first question you might ask yourself is, why choose Slovakia? It is one of the safest countries in Europe, and their cost of living is very low, especially compared to Western Europe. And if you are going to be studying in Slovakia, you will study in recognized public universities, and some of them offer English taught degrees, and this would require you to take an extra year for you to learn the language. But the government scholarship also funds English taught degrees. And then one thing that you might also consider is that it is perfectly centered in Central Europe. So it would be easier for you to travel to countries like Austria, travel to countries like Hungary, travel to countries like Poland. Traveling to other neighboring countries would be super easy because Slovakia is located in Central Europe. Now that I've talked about just the general things that might spark your interest into studying in Slovakia, let's talk about the scholarship itself. Let's talk about who is offering the scholarship and what exactly are they covering. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that the scholarship is provided by the Slovak Ministry of Education, and they provide covering for students who are studying bachelor programs or people who are studying combined bachelor's and master programs. As you know, that most universities nowadays can enroll you to a combined program, whereby you start by your bachelor's and then by the time you finish you would have your master program. And they also fund master only programs. So look at it, they are covering BSc, MSc, BSc, combined BSc and MSc, and also master only programs. And I've had your request that when you ask, I've had your request whereby you're requesting more bachelor program scholarships. So I'm always bringing these government scholarships because I know that they don't discriminate against bachelor programs, but they do cover the bachelor programs as well as the master programs. And I know that scholarships like these are difficult to find. But yeah, this is the Slovakian government scholarship, and they give a total of 195 scholarships available. This shows you that you have to be good enough, you have to have good grades, you have to pass all the requirements that they need for you to fit in, because they give you 195 scholarships, and they give 150 of those 195 to bachelor programs and combined programs, and then the remaining 45 are for master students. And their funding, you get up to 15,000 euros in total, which will be distributed as 500 euros per month during your studies. So basically that's what the scholarship covers. Now I've talked about how they give you 15,000 euros and you receive around 515 euros per month for the duration of your programs. You should also note that these 15,000 will be spread across bachelor's and combined degrees, which are up to 36 months, and also master's programs up to 24 months. So this amount is to help you get the living cost covered, the school materials, and it also covers your health insurance. It even gives you access to Erasmus Plus mobility programs. Now you'll be wondering, like, they are only giving 15,000 euros, that's not much. You would find out that most of the universities in Slovakia, they are tuition free. What it means is that you don't have to pay tuition fees. So the money that they are going to give you is mainly going to be going towards your accommodation, your living expenses. And getting 500 euros is actually good in the sense that if you are in a low-cost country, most probably their rentals would not even exceed 200 euros or even 300 euros. So that's quite a lot of money. And also considering that if you're on the scholarship, you can actually work for 20 hours a week. You can supplement the scholarship amount that they give you together with how much you're working for yourself and be able to save up. So now that I've also talked about their finances, I've talked about what they give. Now let's dive right into the eligibility and their requirements. For you to be able to apply, you have to be a non-Slovakian citizen. That means you have to be coming from any other country outside Slovakian citizenship. And they also accept dual citizens. It's fine. I'm saying this out because some scholarship programs do not allow you to be a dual citizen. And then you must have not lived or studied in Slovakia since January 1st in 2020. That means that if you're already in Slovakia, you're not eligible for this, but they are looking forward to international students who are looking forward to move to Slovakia to study. So if you have not lived in Slovakia since January 1, 2020, you are eligible. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is very important. It's going to determine if you are eligible or not. So you would need a minimum SAT score of 1,100. I know, right? That's a bummer if you have not written an SAT test. Now, I know that some of you who are watching would be probably asking me that, Tafara, what is SAT? How do I write it? How do I go about it? So now let's break down the SAT requirement. So SAT is a globally recognized standardized test used mainly for university admissions in the US, but it is now accepted in other areas, right? So it has two sections, math and evidence-based reading and writing, and each of these math, evidence-based reading, writing are scored out of 800. So the maximum score you can get from an SAT score is 1,600. And if you want to get into this program, if you want to apply for the Slovakian government scholarship, you would need a minimum of 1,100 SAT score to qualify. Now, this score would show that you're academically ready to take on a university level degree in English. So check out a lot of material that is given out there on YouTube, on websites, whereby they talk about how you can take an SAT score, how you can register through the College Board, and how you can write it in approved test centers worldwide, depending on the country that you live in. And if you also need help in starting to prepare, you could check out Khan Academy. They have a free official SAT prep schools tailored to your level. And yes, you can even take it more than once to boost your score. And then I know some individuals, for example, in Zimbabwe, we have Anna Gono, who is training students on SAT scores. We have quite a lot of Zimbabweans that are training students on writing these SAT exams. So please do so well to check out and write the SAT exam so that you are eligible for this. So now that I've talked about the SAT score, aside from that, you would need a high school diploma for bachelor's and combined programs. You would also need for a bachelor's degree if you're going to apply for a master application or a master program. One thing that they have also stressed about is you need to have English or Slovak language skills depending on your program. But most of the programs that are being funded by this government scholarship are taught in English. For instance, if you are getting into the the science or the tech field. In case the program that you want to study is not offered in English, they have the facility whereby you can join a program, take the first year learning the language, and then start the program the following year. So please do so well to check out the different websites that are responsible for the different programs that are being funded by the government of Slovakia. Now, I just want to talk about the application essentials. So the deadline to apply is July 31, 2025, and applications are submitted through their official portal, which I have written here. So on this application portal, you would need to upload your application, your completed online application, your motivation letter, your English CV, your SAT certificate, the university admission letter, a copy of your passport and ID, and if you are under 18, a guardian consent or a residence documentation. Now that we have talked about everything, I want to do a recap of the scholarship. You get to up to 15,000 euros in monthly support. They come, and then you also get monthly living stipend. You can actually access Erasmus and academic mobility. You can actually be supported for public health insurance, and then you also have the chance to build your academic future in the heart of Europe. So before I wrap up, here are some quick tips that I want to give you to increase your chances. Start your SAT prep early, draft a strong motivational letter, make it personal and clear, and then also look into Slovakian universities aligned within your field for you to access your admissions letter, and also be sure that all your documents are translated either into English or Slovak where necessary. So if you want a fully funded European education, this could be your ticket. And if you want to maximize to get this opportunity, start your application early. Don't miss the deadline, which is July 31st for this year. And also drop comments if you have questions about the SAT, about the application steps, or even the program selection in general. And you let me know if you would like a breakdown video on how to write your motivation letter. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you found it very helpful. Subscribe again for more global scholarships, and share with your friend who dreams of studying abroad.